3, 2, 1.
Wait, what are we doing?
With your hosts,
I'm Jenny.
and I'm Sabs.
We are two
Neurosparkly,
neurospicy best friends.
sharing our personal experiences, navigating life with our neurodiversities. Although our perspectives are from two biologically born women, our mission is to build an inclusive, safe space for everyone searching for some extra love, support, and resources.
We just want to be so clear to our listeners that our content is created for your entertainment and in no way should be taken as medical advice. We are just two girls sharing our personal life experience.
This
episode
on
Wait,
what are we doing? We're talking about Spotify.
And how Spotify changes our life with ADHD.
Just enhances our quality of life overall, I'd say.
Yes. So, I really don't know much about Spotify, or I shouldn't say didn't know much about Spotify or how much it could really help our lives and help our focus and all of these things, really until you showed me all the things that Spotify has to offer.
Yeah. And I just want to start by saying that Spotify isn't sponsoring this episode today. I just very much enjoy Spotify. And that's my preferred listening app. It doesn't mean that other apps don't offer these things. I prefer Spotify because I really like Spotify. So I just want to start today then by talking about how to start a jam. A jam is like just a simple way, I'd say, to like create a live playlist with your friends, either while you're together or apart. So if I'm on a road trip and I want to hang out with Jen, but she's at home, we can start a jam together and go back and forth and still like listen to music as if we were together. And it'll live pause as well from either phone. So if one of us has to answer a phone call, something like that, which is really cool.
I didn't even know that, and we've done these jams a couple times now.
Yeah, we use jams the most when I'd say we're painting, kind of like to set it up where we put 3 songs in each, and we'll just go back and forth. And then after 3 songs, we switch paintings, and we will just paint on the other canvas. It's really cute.
And it's really fun too when, like at first Savannah and I, we don't really listen to the same music. The longer that we become friends, the more that we have shared music interests. But starting a jam is super fun because then you get to hear what the other person likes to hear more, and vice versa.
And I think it helps you kind of connect because we do have like a lot of different but similar. Like I feel like you've introduced me to music and vice versa, or maybe like reminded me of music that I liked.
Yes.
And I just like don't listen to as much anymore. So just pick a song that you want to listen to, bring it up on the screen. You'll see the top little 3 buttons in the corner. You go to start a jam, and once the jam is in session, you just basically go to any song that you want to after that, and you can just add it to the K, and it'll just keep adding. And then once you're in there, so once you find a song that you really like, you can just kind of keep adding to the K, so you'll just hit those little top 3 buttons in the corner. So when you're looking at all the songs that are on there, I can see that we've added like 4 or 5 different songs. You can kind of go through and organize them. It'll show you whose are whose. So this song is mine, this song is Jen's, this song is mine, this song is Jen's. And I like to go back and forth song for song. I think that's a fun way of being like, oh, this is my song, oh, that's your song.
And it changes up the genres too.
Yeah.
Which is fun.
Or if you're OCD like me, kind of go through and organize according to genre. I'm like, oh, she added 3 of these songs. I'll put 3 songs like this that kind of match that. Or
I'll be done adding music in a jam in about 30 seconds. Savannah will be still working on the jam for about 10-15 more minutes after I'm done.
I just like to make sure it's all organized in the songs. Like, we each have equal amount of songs.
Oh, don't worry, we're not OCD shaming me. I love it. I'm so glad you're like that for me.
So yeah, I just think it's a really fun way to connect with friends. So I'm going to move on to my next topic, which is binaural beats.
Oh, a lifesaver, an absolute lifesaver.
Binaural beats are one of my favorite ways to enhance the quality of my life, I guess. My quick little definition of what binaural beats are would be genre of sound healing. They are frequencies that are intended to change your brain waves that kind of, I would say, ease pain relief. They can help you sleep. They can
anxiety.
ease anxiety. There's just like so many things that I feel these different frequencies can do, and each frequency is it helps a different area. So all frequencies are different. The lower end of the frequencies and lower frequencies are usually like inflammation, pain, stuff like that, and then the higher frequencies are like for energy and for uplifting and all the more like spiritual, like clearing negative energies. And I say that kind of condescending, but I think it's because I struggle myself with like the hippie woo woo, even though it's like kind of sciencey.
Or I'm like, that's not hippie woo woo, baby. That is just science.
Yeah, that's just like my own personal weirdness about it, but it really does help my life. Did you know about binaural beats before you met me?
Nope. I think you showed me them right when I first moved here. As you all know by now, Savannah's a massage therapist, and she put these on for me when she was massaging me one day. And I was like, this is the best feeling ever. What is this? And she's like, oh, I'm healing your brain as I massage you. And I had no clue what that meant, but from there on, I started doing research on this and looking at different Spotify playlists about this. And they, like we were just saying, you have some for sleep, focus, specifically ADHD, specific anxieties, how to reach your higher spiritual, higher being. My favorite ones are when you sleep, it can help with your dreams too, and help give you positive, beautiful dreams, versus if you have nightmares, that could really help as well.
Oh, interesting. I guess I've never even used them to sleep.
They're very calming, and like you said too, they enhance the brainwave activity in whatever way that you need at that moment.
Yeah, especially as someone who is extremely overstimulated and thinks way too much all the time. Sometimes I just put them on and walk around the house with calming ones on. There's like, I can hear when people are talking to me, I just like feel like it kind of slows my heart rate down and slows like my brain down, so I'm not so like all the time. I do think it's important to note when talking about binaural beats that it's not just any speaker that you can play it out of. Like, I'm sure it would help out of your car or something like that if you played it out of those speakers. But really what you're looking for is the bass. If you play it out of like your laptop speaker, I don't think that you're gonna get like the intended use out of it. So I'd say the best recommended way that I would personally listen to it is through my headphones. I use Beats by Dre. I know the AirPod Maxes or anything that's sound canceling really would be ideal for you. We do have a link in our Amazon for the headphones that we personally use. I would like to also add that if you get migraines or headaches, this is like my number one way. I'm someone who doesn't really like to take Tylenol and Advil. I try to avoid it as much as possible. So if you do have migraines and headaches, I created a special playlist just on our page for you to check that out. I use it a lot for myself. It's the first thing that I go to. If I can't heal my migraine or my headache with the frequencies, then I will try and obviously take Tylenol and stuff like that. But I would definitely try and check that out if you are someone who struggles with headaches a lot.
So in the link below, we are going to link over our Spotify playlist that we made for you guys. So some of these, I'm just going to read them off to you because they're phenomenal. Morning Manifest Queen. This one is one of my favorites. You wake up in the morning, you throw this on, and you just look in the mirror, dance to yourself, sing your manifestations. I am telling you, this works. Manifest money, manifest a good day, manifest that promotion, manifest love, manifest whatever you need.
Yay.
Oh, I just love it. I'm such a believer in that, what you would call hippie woo-woo shit. But to me, it's just science, and I love it.
I agree that it is mostly just science. I think it's just hard for me to accept that, like,
no, I'm just messing with you.
Why aren't more people using this and, like, utilizing it?
That could be a whole nother segment, but I do really think that people aren't because of the stigma of, oh, that's all hippie woo-woo shit. To use your words earlier.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not a hippie, but I do be doing the shit.
You know? Anyways, some of these other ones, we have an insomnia playlist, anxiety relief, Another one of my favorites that I use at work all the time is focus, 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 because girl, it is so hard to be focusing at work. So just throw in your headphones, throw on this focus, focus, focus playlist. Say that 10 times fast.
Focus, 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 focus.
So I'll end with this one, which is overall healing, which I would love to take credit for this, but I cannot. Savannah went through and organize these from frequencies of the lowest frequencies in the hundreds to the highest frequencies we have on here is literally 1,000. No? 2,000?
Yeah.
My goodness.
I went really high. That's
amazing.
That's one that I would like play in my room through like my bass speaker, like before I do like a little like cleansing chant or something to like clear my energy in my room. I personally use all of these playlists, and I have for years. These have been my my personal playlist that I harbor for myself. We also have mental health playlists and podcasts in there.
Yes.
These are podcasts that we both have listened to. A majority of them are again from my personal arsenal. That was a lot of words. Personal arsenal.
Personal arsenal.
Oh god, this stimming.
Literally.
Those are from my personal playlists that I genuinely feel like have shifted my perspective.
Now, let's circle back to that last one, which was rewire your brain while you sleep.
Yes.
So this one is the most important one in the... I cannot even explain how important this is, and I wish I knew about this sooner. I'm going to let you take this because, again, you're the one that taught me this.
Okay. So, when I was in massage school, we learned about this doctor. His name is Dr.Emoto. He's a Japanese doctor who researched and did an experiment with water. Basically, what the experiment is that he played like love and affirmations of positive, beautiful, encouraging words to a bunch of water. So he would just speak love into it and then speak other ones he would speak hate into and discouragement and belittling and more of like what we would call our negative emotions, and then he froze them. And then you can see in his experiment which water was frozen with love and harmony and joy being spoken into it versus the water that was spoken hate and just disgust and
self-hate too. I think some of the things that he was saying was, I want to kill myself, I don't want to be alive anymore. Like,
I'm stupid.
I hate myself. Things like that. So really self-hate to this, it's crazy to say, but it's amazing, this water droplet.
Yeah, like you're literally just talking to this water droplet like, you fucking stupid piece of shit. I hate you. You're never going to be anything. You're never going to grow up. And then you freeze this water and it like freezes into like a really aggressive
Very aggressive,
shape.
yeah.
If a shape could be aggressive,
Yeah,
but that's what I would kind of call it.
Absolutely.
And then these other ones like look angelic almost, I would say. Like they're beautiful. But again, science where frequency and tone really does matter about things, and I think this is where in massage school I shifted my entire perspective, was learning about this experiment, because I was somebody who followed a lot of social media that was negative or related to my mental illness and my mental health that was really in the gutter at the time. And I feel like that just like validated and reinforced that I wasn't smart and I wasn't going to be able to live a long life and that I wasn't worthy of joy and I was depressed. So I think hearing and seeing this experiment, I was like, wow, like what you say actually matters, and like your words genuinely do have power, and I think that's extremely important to note. So I will link this experiment, explained like a full video of it in the description below, so make sure you check out that experiment.
I was gonna say, and we all need to keep in mind too, this is a study on water droplets. What is our body 90% made up of?
Water.
Like, we are water. Our molecules are water. I'm sorry, I'm literally speechless because this is like my favorite experiment ever.
Yes, I very much do enjoy this experiment. Now I'm going to draw you into even more hippie boo if I could bring you into my cult.
The drama.
Imagine if you were hearing things positive about yourself for hours on end. Like if you were just hearing someone saying, I love you, I am successful, I am powerful, I am using my voice to speak up for myself, I am learning boundaries. I am becoming the person that I want to be. Just listening and saying those things out loud, like, I feel warm inside.
Mm-hmm.
Can say I've been doing this for about 4 or 5 years at this point. I think that this is a really, 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 really easy tip for people, especially with ADHD, just to, like, enhance your life. Like, you don't even have to do anything. Just listen to it while you sleep. It's osmosis. It's science.
Yeah.
Just lay there, do what you're gonna do anyway, and just hear a bunch of nice things being said about you.
Turn off the TV and turn on Spotify.
Yes, like,
Or
promise.
whatever you listen to.
And if money is your thing and you want to gain a bunch of money, I promise you, ask me and I will make you a playlist of just money mantras to listen to while you sleep. And I swear to you, I listened to that for 3 months in a row, and those were the 3 highest paying months I ever made. So I do believe that it
really
works.
does work. It really, really does work.
I believe it works.
Absolutely.
I don't care what anyone else says.
Yes.
I think you should try it for 30 days straight. I will challenge you to try it for 30 days straight, and you let me know if it helps you at all.
Look at one of our very, 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 very good friends, my best friend. We just told her about this, when she was here a week ago?
Yeah.
And her life has already drastically gotten more positive, more beautiful after 24 hours of listening to this stuff. I wish I was joking.
No, literally, and I'm not even gonna sit here and be like, oh, it's gonna heal all your financial problems. No. Or it's gonna heal your mind and your body. Like, no, it's not gonna do that. What it is going to do is reinforce into yourself that you are capable of handling anything that life throws at
Absolutely.
you. Again, it just rewires your brain while you sleep. If you're someone who say, I hate myself all the time, and then you're sleeping and you're just hearing someone say, I love you all night, or I love myself all night, you're going to wake up in the morning and maybe, no, it didn't change overnight, but there's a little seed planted, and every night while you sleep, it's getting watered, and then wake up one day and you're like, what if I don't hate myself as much?
Exactly.
You still have to do all the other work too, but like, very easy tip hack, my favorite one.
Absolutely, me too. And I think the biggest takeaway from this entire episode, or at least this part of the segment, is your words have power. They have so much power. Universe is always listening.
So if Spotify isn't your thing, then I don't know. Find affirmations on a different listening app, but
Absolutely.
I do think you should try that. And if there is another app that you want us to cover, let us know.
We'll look into it. We'll make more playlists.
My next thing that we're going to talk about now is Spotify's feature called The Blend. Because I don't think I've ever shown you this, right?
No, what's the blend? Okay, here you go. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm learning with you guys too, because I have no idea what she's talking about.
So basically what you're going to do is a little plus button at the top of the screen. You're going to click that, and it says playlist, so you can build a playlist, or it says combine tastes in a shared playlist with friends, which is called a blend. So you're going to click blend. Most people don't even realize it's there. And what you're going to do is you're going to invite me from my phone. I accepted the little thingy on my phone. You can kind of go in, and it's created a little playlist for us. So it says, of course it's
I was gonna say.
Yeah, so we don't have music that is too similar. Our
not at
taste
all.
together is combined is only 66% taste nice. But the song that brings us together is Pretty Girl Magic.
I love them. Moonlight Scorpio, shout out.
So it really just gives you a playlist that's created between the two of you.
Oh, and then there's some that are just me and just you.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, which is, I'd say, what our jam creates.
Yeah.
But this is a playlist that stays all the time. So we can listen to this, like, let's say I'm gone for whatever, like 2 weeks, and you're like, oh, I miss abs. You can listen to music that reminds you of us or our friendship.
Yeah.
And I think another cool feature about this is that it will regularly update. I'm not sure how often.
That is so cool.
Yeah, so like 3 months from now, if we have like a bunch of new songs that we found that we really like from new artists, it will throw those into the mix too.
That's awesome. And it's automatic.
I believe so, yeah.
That's so sick.
Yeah.
Are you able to change the title of that?
Yes, you are.
The playlist, I mean.
Yep. So you can hit the 3 little buttons and you edit name.
Fun. So
But yeah, so that kind
love
of wraps up
buttons.
my little info dump rant on Spotify.
So, we talked today a lot about hearing things, of course, right? Because we're talking about music and Spotify and rewiring your brain.
Since today we talked a lot about auditory stuff, I thought next week would be a good little segue into if we feel electricity or not. Join us next week with a warm glass of tea.
And a cozy spot as we... No.
Wipe. Okay.
God!
3, 2,
We're struggling!
3, 2, 1. Snap. What am I talking about?
Exactly, yeah. Where were we going with that? Okay, yeah. Okay, I got this. Ready? Ready? Thank you for listening, besties. Make sure to hit like and subscribe below and join us next week.